Hello and welcome to the For the Love of Baby Boomers. I'm your host and I'm Dolores Clivert. Today's topic is going to be so exciting. It's about tiny houses, living in a tiny home. How did I get there? Well, you all know that I'm in a journey myself for looking for a place to live. I am looking and I found tiny homes. I found new construction. I found some old homes. I'm thinking of moving maybe to the beach, to the mountains. I'm all over the place. But tiny homes came to my face. It came to me, and I decided to bring it to you. So today's guest is Karen, and Karen is going to introduce herself to you, and we're going to take it from there. Karen, tell us about yourself, and welcome for doing this, being a guest here at For the Love of Baby Boomers.
I am so excited to be here. I love tiny homes. So I'm Karen Hyche, and I live in Alabama, in a little rural part, northwest Alabama, and moved here from the city 17 years ago and made the transition to tiny living 4.5 years ago. So would not go back.
Oh, that's a good time, 4.5 years ago. So I'm sure that a lot led to you moving to a tiny home. And in those 4 years, I'm sure a lot has happened. So would you like to start from the beginning?
Absolutely. So my husband and I lived in an old, really old, about 100-year-old house, sort of by a lake. And when I first moved to this area, and it was his dream home. He absolutely loved it. It's probably 2,500 square foot, several acres, and it just wasn't. It was a beautiful home. Just wasn't always for me. And we were in a position where we could look at some land for just a little small vacation home at the river. He and I both enjoyed fishing and preferred not to fish on the lake, but the river. So we found some property, and it was, just a small little piece of property that we decided we'd just put the camper on. And I did it for several reasons, but, the thought was more of a vacation home. But because of our relationship, my late husband had some mental health issues, and there were times where I needed to be in a safer place. So that was kind of used as my safer place.
Okay.
But, things happen. So,
oh, yes, life happens. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. But eventually, we were kind of on again, off again, as most relationships are when there's mental health and, addiction issues. So he was a carpenter, and we decided to pursue the tiny house just because it was going to be a vacation home. So we bought a shell, like a shed, a shell, and he finished the inside of it, and we did it very inexpensively, again, because it was going to be a vacation home.
Right.
Once it was finished, I never went back to the big house.
Never went
back. I was so at home there. It was cozy and comfortable and not full of stuff that I didn't want or need. So eventually we sold our big house. About a year later, it took him, he's a very sentimental person, and, so it was more of a transition for him, going from, 2,500 square foot, probably a little more, to 500 square foot, a pretty large transition. And anyway, he passed away a year and a half ago.
Wait, Karen. I'm hearing some drums. Something is making my shoulders shake. Oh, my goodness.
That is the engineer.
The engineer.
Oh, okay.
All right, Miss.
What is happening?
She was making me dance over here. So,
oh, my goodness.
Well, look, Karen, wait a minute. You said that you moved from 2,500 square feet to
probably over there, to 500.
To 500. All right. So describe this space, okay? Because that sounds kind of small, but talk to us.
It is. I mean, it's probably the size of most kitchen dining rooms together. You think, especially if you have a larger dining room. So the front door, you walk into an open area, which is our living room, dining room, kitchen. We have a small hallway to a bathroom, and then just beyond the bathroom is the bedroom that has an open closet, washer, dryer, and like some storage.
Okay.
And that's it.
And that's it. But it was just the two of you, so you all were comfortable in there. Your hips didn't bump. Well, if it did, you wouldn't mind, I guess, as your husband.
No, honestly, most of the time, the way I convinced him, he was not on board for tiny living, but we were always in the same rooms of our home. We had a 2-story home. We never went upstairs, but yet it was furnished with all kinds of things. We didn't use any extra space. We used the living room, the kitchen, and the bathroom and the bedroom. That was it. Mm-hmm. And so there's for us, that's where we always were. We're very outdoor people. So if that's all you're using, but yet you're heating and cooling and furnishing all this extra space.
So, boomers, for the love of baby boomers, and many people between 60 and 80 in this group, and I'm sure they can relate to you about using the same space, the same rooms over and over, and having all this space in their homes that they don't use. Okay.
Right, and you have to clean it.
And you have to clean it. You have to eat, not eat it, but I'm talking too fast. You have to clean it. You have to heat it. Okay.
Yes.
And lots of time it becomes a storage space.
Yes.
Yes. That sounds familiar.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We actually, when we sold our home, we sold it from someone to someone out of state and left most of the furniture.
Oh.
For them, because we didn't want to store it. So the only furniture I have is a sofa, 2 chairs, a bed, a small table, and stools. That's it.
So let me ask you, can you remember how you felt when you left that furniture and all of that stuff behind?
Free.
You felt free. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Many times all of that stuff holds people down from doing anything.
It does. And we stay tied to it, so we feel like we need it, and then we start revolving things around this whatever it is, sofa, chair, whatever, and it's not even what we like or what we want or what we need. So it was absolutely free to me. And I know there are other people who are very attached to things,
right.
But there's still things, there's still plenty of room for trinkets and pictures and artwork and those type things. But as far as like furniture, it's what you need, yeah, it is.
Yeah. I want people to hear this because many of us hold our own selves back, holding on to memories and things and storing things. And then, many of our children, adult children, they don't want these things.
No. So when my husband and I married, my mother had just passed. My dad had passed 10 years prior. So she had a large home full of stuff, a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. So we combined my home, his home, and my mother's home, and there was so much stuff. And I just remember thinking, why? Like, what are we going to do with all of these things? And the amount of money that had been wasted on these things. Mm-hmm. And, most of my mom's stuff was not my style, so it just, got sold and went away. It was just, it's just like, I don't know. It's just such a waste.
Karen, I can relate. I can relate so much. I have a lot of stuff, and it's been 4 years since I've been getting rid of it, and I still have too much stuff. I can't wait to be free, totally free.
It really, because you just get what you need, and you have more money for vacations and visiting friends and experiences.
And also, I would suspect when you decorate your house your way with what you want minimally, it just it's you, and you feel like you.
And you can buy. You can buy nice, good quality things because you need so few, so you can really get what you really want because you're not furnishing, a 3 or 4 bedroom home.
Right. Okay. All right. So let's move on. So you have this place, you've moved into this place, you left things behind. We have 5 minutes to introduce another segment of this. Is there something else you would like to mention right now?
I think, because this is for boomers, I think it's so important to realize, what is it you're spending your time on? We're moving into our later years, and are you spending time on maintenance and cleaning and, making it all pretty and, keeping up kind of with the Joneses? I think weighing what is it you want in life. And I don't want to clean, I don't want to spend, hours cutting grass, with our old home. It would take a whole day for my husband to do lawn maintenance, and then because it was an old house, there was always something happening, so I think, really looking at what you need and how you want to spend your life, and especially as we get older, we're tired a little more, so if it takes a whole day to cut grass or a whole day to clean your house, it's taking away from your quality of life.
So, when we talked yesterday, I think you mentioned the fact that you didn't have a lot of grass and you planned this. You didn't want to deal with that because you know what you wanted. Can you describe the outside to us?
Yeah, so I have 2 lots. It's a double lot. So, and I am way out in the country, so there's no real roads or driveways. So, my driveway is gravel. I have a small green area. The rest, my home sits on, and then I have what will be a guest cottage on the other side. And then I have gardens. I love to garden. So yes. I have raised beds for vegetables. I have a shade garden and, a natural kind of cottage garden. And that's, and then because I'm on the water. So, and then that leads down to our creek where I kayak. And, so my very small grass space, it takes me with a push mower about 15 minutes to cut and weed eat, and that's it.
So you move to a smaller space. You save money, not just with the space, but here you're saving time and energy on maintaining the outside as well as the inside.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So your husband could spend more time hugging on you instead of cutting that grass.
Exactly. And he was much older than myself. So he was older, had some health issues, and he passed away a year and a half ago. So now I'm, on my own, but it is so easy to maintain, and I think as, a single female, sometimes, maintenance and, yard work and all that can be overwhelming, again, especially as we age. So being able, having a home that is easy maintenance is fantastic.
Well, this is exciting. And right now I'm thinking about this second piece of building on your property that you use as a small guest house. You mentioned a guest house. I would like, when we come back from commercial, I would like you to describe that and what you do, what you do with it. Because when you told me yesterday, I loved it.
It was really perfect. So look forward to talking about it.
All right. So this is For the Love of Baby Boomers, and I'm your host, Dolores Clivert. We have a Facebook page called For the Love of Baby Boomers that you can find, and it's 4, the number 4. Love is spelled L-U-V, For the Love of Baby Boomers. We also have an email with the same name, and it's at fortheloveofbabyboomers@gmail.com. Please feel free to contact us